Hi, hi guys. So, good evening and welcome back to my magical world. It's me, Frostbite, your favorite celebrity here in the Philippines. Dali lang. Wait lang. Yan. It's still November, so spooky evening. Spooky people. So, it's 21:52 in the evening right now. It's Tuesday, ano ba? Inulit ko na ba? November 5th. Dali lang wait lang Yan, so, nakakatawa. So, minsan dapat paulit-ulit tayo. Sobrang nakakatawa yung isang patient kanina. Kasi, like, siguro mga 4 times or 5th times niyang inulit yung questions niya. Like, are we understanding each other? So, wala lang guys. Nakakatawa kasi buti na lang. Like, it's still morning. So, mahaba pa kaming mga pasensya. But I'm not the one who's serving the patient. It's my coworker. So, yan. Nagtatawanan kami doon kasi ulit-ulit talaga yung tanong. Like, parang hindi niya kami naririnig. But parang hindi niya naririnig yung sinasabi. So, wala lang guys. Nakwento ko lang yung yun. Anyways, we're on to page 83 and 84 of the book Mastery. So, sobrang busy the past weekend kasi 'di ba? It's we visited some of our loved ones na nasa ibang dimension na right now. And kung hindi nyo naman nagawa yun, I think sa other places, kapag hindi sila nakakapunta, they just light a candle in their doorway or somewhere in their houses where it's safe, syempre. Syempre, your safety should come first. Right? So, sobrang busy ko din and I've been moving from places to places. Also, ano ba? Yun lang naman so far. Wala namang other extremely relevant things. But, just so happy na, natatapos na yung taon. Kasi, I've been waiting it for so long. And by the way, yung kabatchmate namin, si Jeffrey ata, or Jeff lang, not so sure. Basta, wherever you are in the world right now, kasi I'm sure tumawid na din siya sa next dimension. Wherever it's that. So, I hope your soul and will be at peace and will find comfort finally kasi yun ang nakakaloka. Sobrang akala ng mga tao sobrang haba ng buhay to be stressed, 'di ba? And you don't know guys, ang iksi lang naman talaga ng buhay. Paulit-ulit, 'di ba? Biblically speaking, not even biblically, spiritually speaking, 'di ba? We only have a certain amount of time here. So, I'm just reminding all my viewers that if kaya naman pag-usapan or there are a lot of arguments, I mean, only choose your battle wisely. Okay? So, hindi nyo kailangan, you don't need to respond to all the negativity. Sometimes you just let it stay there, away from you. 'Di ba? Kasi you'll like this kind of world will gonna make you realize na sobrang your time here is limited. Okay? So ayan. Continue na tayo sa ating babasa. Alright guys, so ayan. Uh, listen up kasi wala ko dito for the past few days, so it's time for you to lend your ears. Lend your ears. Kung makinig kayo sa akin guys ha. Even the kids or the teenagers or the adult or the aged people, you can actually take something from. You have takeaways here sa aking babasahin. Okay? So considering his reputation, it would be almost impossible to find backing, but several months into the search, he found an ideal partner, Alexander Malcolmson, an immigrant from Scotland. So hindi ko sure tong immigrant na to, kung immigrant ba siya or I don't know. Look into it na lang, okay? Who had made his fortune in the coal business. Like Ford, he had an unconventional streak and was a risk taker. He agreed to finance this latest venture and to not meddle in the manufacturing process. Ford worked at creating a new kind of assembly plant that would give him more control over the car he wanted to design. Now known as the Model A would be the lightest car ever made, simple and durable. It was the culmination of all of his tinkering and designing. It would be assembled along a line that would ensure speed of production. With the assembly plant ready, Ford worked hard at getting the team of workers to churn out 15 cars a day, a rather high number back then. He oversaw every aspect of the production. It was his car from the inside out. He even worked on the assembly line, endearing himself to the workers. Orders started pouring in for the well-made yet inexpensive Model A. And by 1904, the Ford Motor Company had to expand its operations. Ayan, we continue guys. May inayos lang ako. So soon, it would be one of the few survivors from the early era of the automobile business and a giant in the marketing. Henry Ford had one of those minds that was naturally attuned to the mechanical. He had the power of most great inventors, the ability to visualize the parts and how they function together. If he had to describe how some things work, Ford would inevitably take a napkin and sketch out a diagram rather than use words. With this type of intelligence, his apprenticeships on machines were easy and fast, but when it came to mass producing the inventions, he had to confront the fact that he did not have requisite knowledge. He needed an additional apprenticeship in becoming a businessman and entrepreneurship. Fortunately, working on machines had developed in him a kind of practical intelligence, patience, and way of solving problems that could be applied to anything. Like Henry Ford, guys, you need to be a problem solver, especially if you're a man, right? That's your very essence. You know that. And if you don't know that still, you should know, diba? If you want to embody, a true man, diba? You must be disciplined and motivated to pursue your goals, desires, and most of all, you have to have that sense of responsibility and accountability. Diba? Maraming requirements, guys. Hindi yun basta-basta lang. Okay? So when a machine malfunctions, you do not take it personally or grow despondent. It is a fact blessing in disguise. Such malfunctions generally show you inherent flaws and means of improvement. You simply keep tinkering until you get it right. The same should apply to an entrepreneurial venture. Mistakes and failures are precisely your means of education. They tell you about your own inadequacies. It is hard to find out such things from people as they are often political with their praise and criticisms. 'Di ba? Iba pa rin yung napagdaanan mo talaga yung the exact thing that you should be learning. 'Di ba? Iba pa rin yung based on your own experience. Kasi the next time you're gonna do it, um, eventually you'll gonna make it right. Hopefully, guys. So your failures also permit you to see flaws of your ideas, which are only revealed in the execution. In the execution of them, you learn what your audience really wants, the discrepancies between your ideas and how they affect the public. Pay close attention to the structure of your group, how your team is organized, the degree of independence you have from the source of capital. These are the design elements as well, and such management issues are often hidden sources of problems. Think of it this way. There are two kinds of failure. The first comes from never trying out your ideas because you are afraid or because you are waiting for the perfect time. This kind of failure you can never learn from, and such timidity will destroy you. The kind comes from a bold and venturesome spirit. If you fail in this way, the hit you take to your reputation is greatly outweighed by what you learn. Repeated failure will toughen your spirit and show you with absolute clarity how things must be done. So, it's not actually like a mistake. Yung mga failures or setbacks, it's actually, think of it like stepping stones to be better, right? To make it more brilliant at the next time that you're gonna do it. Hindi siya madali, kaya nga I'm giving you now all my support. Yan guys, if you are trying to fulfill a certain goal, or you want to finish something or make a legacy of some sort of it, something like that, know that I am here for you. Kasi usually you will not get support usually from your family or friends. You will get your support from strangers like myself, diba? That's why this channel is made for you guys, for a lot of encouragement, support, even though I'm from million miles away from you. Syempre, malay ko ba kung saan kayo nakatira, diba? Kung nasa other panig kayo ng world. Kung nasa iba't ibang continents kayo. I don't know. Right? Kaya nga ito lang yung way natin to support each other. And, yan. Kaya, yan. Nantok na ako. In fact, it is a curse to have everything right on your first attempt. Hindi yun tama, guys. Kapag may ginawa ka sa first attempt and you're doing it extremely perfect, you're doing actually something wrong. Kasi nobody gets it perfect. I think yung perfect na perfectum sa first try. Kasi, di ba, we are all a student somehow, somewhere, before we master a certain thing. You will fail to question the element of luck, making you think that you have the golden touch. When you do inevitably fail, it will confuse and demoralize your past the point of learning. In any case, to apprentice, as an entrepreneur, you must act on your ideas as early as possible, exposing them to the public. A part of you even hoping that you'll fail. You have everything to gain. Correct? Right. So, number 7 na tayo. Combine the how and the what. Okay. So, paano nyo yun i-combine? Malay ko, guys. Kaya nga natin babasahin. So, at a very early age, Santiago Calatrava, taray ng apelyido, Calatrava, developed a love for drawing. ibang context naman to ha. But somehow the essence and the topic nasa isa pa rin tayong genre. So he carried his pencils wherever he went. A certain paradox in drawing began to obsess him. In Valencia, Spain, where he grew up, the harsh Mediterranean sunlight would appear in sharp relief the things he liked to draw rocks, trees, buildings, and people. So, if you wanna take me to Valencia, Spain, guys, pwede naman, guys. Kontakin nyo ko, guys. Ha? Hanapin nyo ko, guys. Gusto ko na mag-travel. So, their outlines would slowly soften as the day progressed. Nothing he drew was ever really static. Everything is in a state of change and motion. That is the essence of life. Okay, so everything is in motion. That's right. Motion. Gumagalaw kasi nga buhay tayong lahat. Ba naman kayo? Para kayong hindi nag-grade 2. Ba yung mga segue ko, guys? Medyo naantok na kasi ako. But, kailangan natin ma-finish to. How could he capture the movement on paper in an image that was perfectly still? He took classes and learned techniques for creating the various illusions of something caught in the moment of movement, but it was never quite enough. As part of the possible quest, he taught himself aspects of mathematics, such as descriptive geometry, that would help him understand how to represent his objects in 2 dimensions. His skill improved and his interest in the subject deepened. So it seemed he was destined for a career as an artist, and so is in 1969, he enrolled in art school in Valencia. So, ayan guys. So, I don't know if it's actually true. The typhoon that hit Spain recently sa TikTok, 'di ba? Sa TikTok kasi ako nakaka-scoop ng mga news. So, I don't know if it's actually true or what not. Again, I don't know if it's true, but I hope you are all doing well. Dun sa mga Spanish, tama ba? Spaniards. Mga tao sa nasa Spain. Okay, sana maayos lang kayo guys. And I'm praying for you if you are not in a better situation. Hopefully you could recover it. You could recover fast. Okay, but healing takes time, so I'm sending you healing energy. Okay? So, I don't know if you know, guys, that there are man-made parang weird kung sasabihin ko yun dito sa TikTok, but there are actually scientists that manipulate our weather, right? So, when you know, you know. So, hindi na kasi siya typical, the normal calamity or catastrophe. When you think of it, diba, sometimes it's too much. It's really, parang sobrang devastated yung mga tao. It's not, I don't know guys. I don't know how to explain to you, but believe whatever you want to believe. But I'm just saying and stating facts. Alam nyo, we're ahead of times. Even though you think na yung Philippines is not really, third world country and all of that. But there are other countries that are operating in a different way. There are places in this planet that are moving in a certain way. And there are scientists and people and are connected to some other shit that are operating here, which is hard to believe, but basta, if you're smart enough, you'll know what I'm saying. Okay? So a few months into his studies, he had a seemingly minor experience that would change the course of his life. Browsing for supplies in a stationery store, his eye was drawn to a beautifully designed booklet describing the work of the great architect Le Corbusier. Di ko alam guys kung napopronounce. Ang hirap kasi niya i-pronounce. So, bahala na kayo. Somehow, this architect had managed to create completely distinctive shapes. So, I love the output of amazing architect. Pero kasi typically, when you take that course, di ba, hindi siya ganun ka patok, especially nowadays where our economists, But if you think that it's for you guys, then go for it. I have nothing against it. But, if you wanted to be practical and do other shits, if you wanted to live a comfortable life, not for sure there are better or higher percentage of you becoming successful, do it. Okay? So, I have nothing against them naman. Yung mga kilala ko naman is like mostly successful, I can say. Pero not all the time. Most of the time, yung mga architect is like they are grabbing opportunities which are in front of them na kesa yung ipopursue nila yung mismong yun. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so basta hindi naman kayo, I don't discourage you, kayo pa rin ang magde-decide. Basta bahala na kayo sa buhay nyo guys, kasi buhay nyo naman yan. Ginagabayan ko lang kayo. Okay, so thank you guys for listening. Thank you for helping me make this world a better place for all of us and for the future generation. I'll be early tomorrow kasi my God, I have many things to do. Sana hindi masyadong toxic yung Wednesday. Okay, so drive safely. Take care of your health because again, your health is your wealth.